I will tell you the three main reasons that I have seen that have gotten progressively worse with the, we'll call it entrepreneurial side of YouTube. If you don't want to, watch my face, I just have a Google Doc in the description. You can just read literally everything I'm about to tell you. But do me a favor and watch the rest of the video like on mute or something like that, so it helps me with the watch time. Boom. All right, so we'll start off with one that's not too bad, but everyone's piggybacking off it. And it's basically showing videos on how to make money, but they're not doing it themselves. Or they'll say how to make 10 grand a month, but they're not making 10 grand a month with it. What they're doing is they're making more money off the YouTube videos and teaching you how to do it, even though most of the crap that they're teaching doesn't even work anymore, and it's just clickbait. But we'll start off with, there's two main channels that do this, Joshua Mayo and Alex Sheffy. I'll start with Joshua Mayo because he used to actually make good YouTube videos, and I actually used to learn a little bit, especially like his Etsy videos. But as soon as he started getting popular and he realized that he's making more money off YouTube than the little side hustles that he's teaching, then he just started mass producing YouTube videos and started doing stuff that he doesn't even do. I had to stop watching him. At least he was honest. He made a video, how I made my first $1 million, and he said, he admitted like his main money maker is YouTube. And I mean, it's not like, it's kind of calling himself out, but at the same time, he at least used to, make money on what he was teaching, but now he just mass produces videos. And then Alec does the same thing. He copied Joshua's flow, like word for word, bar for bar, video for video, but he's like worse. Like he's a grifter. I don't think he's actually done anything of what he teaches. He literally has just copied Joshua Mayo and has tried to push the print on demand thing a lot, and also like AI art or like AI mugs, stuff like that. It can work, but I'm just saying there's just so many better business opportunities out there, but they're just trying to push out videos that will give them the most clicks. Number two thing on the list, and we're getting to what more people will probably notice more, especially since Iman Gadzhi is very popular. I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch his videos and they actually used to be decent until he learned the power of basically having a big following. And as he's gotten bigger and bigger, same thing with Joshua Mayo, quality has gotten shittier, and he realizes that the true money is in basically, kind of not scamming his followers, but basically just squeezing money out of them. And every video he does now is basically an ad, whether it's directly or indirectly. But basically, making money to sell, like make videos just strictly to sell their course. Usually they do this like indirectly, so it makes it seem like they're giving value, but really most of the time it's just an ad in disguise. Iman used to kind of cover this up a little better now, but he's gotten such a big following that it doesn't matter if some of his loyal followers fall off, because he's so big and his reach is so wide that for every followers he loses that realize that see through the BS that he's spewing, he's just gonna get the same amount of followers back, and it's just a chain reaction, or like a little circle of lose followers, gain followers. Whenever you're that big, it doesn't matter. So he doesn't care. He's making so much money off every video. Basically all his videos are tailored around giving like a little bit of value, so it makes it seem like it's not an ad, but it's an ad. I watched a video exactly like this. So everyone copies the top dogs. Everyone sees what Iman's doing. Everyone that's smart or has a brain and it's not 16 years old and falls for the cars and the flashy lifestyle. The people that see right through it, they're like, okay, he's making guap doing this. Let me copy him. I watched this video. What was his name? Eddie Cumberland or some growth creator, whatever. Some of his videos were alright, but he's going down the same path. I watched one of his videos. It was called the top 5 AI tools. This motherfucker, I kid you not, I wrote it down. This motherfucker said ChatGPT Plus, Dolly, Midjourney, and Claude. Top 5 new. He said new AI tools. So I thought I was gonna learn something new. I was like, bruh, those are the oldest ones and the most known ones. And guess what the 5th one is? The 5th one, I forgot what it was called, but I turned the video off because as soon as he said it, he said, and with this tool, I use it to help grow my business. And I was like, there it is. I was like, this video has been so shit so far. And I was like, what's the point of you making it? And then boom, that 5th tool So basically that fit tool helps him in his growth creator business or whatnot. And he basically says, oh yeah, this tool has helped me and my business make a lot of money. And really, it's just a funnel. Be like, oh, he says at the end, like, oh, I have a free course down below. Use this tool as well as my free course, and boom, you're gonna make guap. It's just a funnel. You funnel to the free course. He basically gives you bare minimum type information. He basically gives you like crumbs, like not even like a taste, just like crumbs. So you think like, oh, he's making so much money, or oh, this guy knows what he's doing. He just made an hour-long free course. Oh my gosh, he's giving so much value. Yo, this guy's the GOAT. Oh, he's in a penthouse and he's giving all his value for free. Oh my God, let me suck his dick. I'm just like, bruh. I watched this free course. It was all right. It's a little better than most free courses, but it's still like pretty bad. And it's just there. It's not there to help you out. It's there to get you to buy his actual paid course. There's a method behind everyone's madness. Alex Hormozi is probably one of the very few, type people who actually gives value for free, is not like trying to sell you. I mean, that's his old brand, And what he does is basically, I'm not trying to sell you something, but with all the publicity he gets and all the views and everything like that, people will literally like throw money at him for consulting or stuff like that. So he's not selling anything. He's like, hey, I'm not asking for anything, but he's getting value back. That's the way to do it. Give so much free value that people want to give you money. Don't try to sell people on a course or try to make a free course with the intent of trying to funnel people to your paid course, which is what most people do with free courses. And people look up to him and be like, oh, thank you so much for this free information. They don't give a fuck about giving you free information. Like they're trying to get to the paid course. Which, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And the third one, exaggerating sales. Like I said, I've sold well over $1 million worth of stuff online. Then again, I am older. I've been doing this for over 10 years. But yeah, profit, I don't know, depending on what business model it was, profits usually 20 to 40%. Exaggerating sales and or faking sales. So my biggest pet peeve is, I get it. YouTube, everyone is just trying to clickbait for views. I mean, you shouldn't need to clickbait. If you make good content and you have a good thumbnail, it should get views in itself. But hey, most people have to clickbait because they are shitty creators. That's just the simple point of it. There's so many videos I've watched, countless hours, where I'm just like, time I'm not going to get back. I hope I never see that motherfucker in my feed again, because you could downvote people, you could block their YouTube channel, they're still gonna pop up in the feed. I wish there was a way, YouTube, if you're watching, or obviously YouTube's not watching, I'm like a small ass creator, but I wish they could tell you like, I don't want this guy in my feed, like get this motherfucker off my feed. But yeah, so whenever they say, oh, I made 50K this month, or oh, how to make 492 blah, 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 $1,000 a year, they use random numbers because that catches your attention. The people that said I made 50K this month, no, you didn't, buddy. You literally just showed 51,000 dollars in sales on Shopify. That is sales, bro. Like most Shopify drop shippers at their fees, blah blah blah, around 20% is profit. Like if you made 50K in sales and your profit margins after paying ads, fees, all that stuff, hey, 10 grand a month is still good. Which makes you think like, why? I mean, I get it, 50K looks better than 10K, but dude, if you made 10K a month, like, own that, it would make you look more authentic rather than looking like an idiot to people like me, because you're showing us sales, not profits. But most people on YouTube, especially making money online, they're younger, they don't understand that. They're like, oh my God, that guy's making 50K a month. No, he's not. So those are sales. To be honest, some of these cats might actually think in the back of their mind like they're making 50K or whatever their sales are, and that's why they try to live lavish, or they're trying to impress people, or maybe they actually think in the back of their mind that, oh, I got this much money coming in, I could live like this, live like that. When in reality, you should reinvest it back into your business. I mean, I've known many people who blown all their money because they thought like that, and that's what most people who come up, especially if you're making easy money online, that's how they think. Some of these people, they might show like the sales, and really they're investing 10 20K in ads and actually losing money, but they're trying to show that they made this much to try to get clicks and views and make money off YouTube and try to get money back whenever it comes to selling a crappy course or consultation, stuff like that. I mean, anyone could actually be a fake guru. You don't even actually even have to have the money to invest in ads and scale all that up. Shoot, all you gotta do is, this isn't really research. You could buy, a Fugazi Rolex for $100. You can rent a Lambo for like $300, put down a deposit, whatever. You can rent a high-end, high-rise condo. Heck, if you want, get a super nice, mansion, something like that, depending on where you are. Anywhere from $500 to $1,000, a night. And then, basically just do all that and fit as much content in as you can within 24 hours. I would probably bring, a whole different clothes, different outfits, do different settings in different areas of the house and stuff like that. And heck, if you have a buddy, obviously someone has to take the videos and camera and stuff like that. So really, just get a buddy, split all that halfway. That's less than $500 for each of y'all to basically be a fake guru and just have all these lavish pictures and lavish lifestyle-ish looking pictures. Oh, I actually saw a YouTube video, funny enough, of they did this exact thing. What they did is, mansion, car, nice clothes, fake rollie. I forgot whose video it was. I think it was Ryan Trahan. I think it was Ryan. No, not Ryan Trahan. Behiza. It was Behiza. I'm getting my, entrepreneur and my, enjoyment YouTube mixed up. They kind of look the same-ish, but not really. But they did exactly this, boosted up the Instagram with fake followers, fake comments from verified profiles, like made it look for real legit. And people literally gave him, he was like a crypto guru or something like that, and people literally sent him money. Of course, at the end of the video, they said, anyone that sent money, they sent it back on top of, other stuff for wasting their time. But yeah, it just goes to show you, you don't even have to have, videos, anything like that. Just put pictures up. Heck, it doesn't even have to be you, to be honest. If someone wants a video call, before it's a verify, it's you, then you might run into trouble, but you can literally just make a fake profile and be a fake guru. And probably shouldn't give this out, but I'm just telling you how easy it is so you could see through this BS and see through that a lot of people on YouTube are doing stuff exactly like I just said, for clicks, views, because clicks and views, if you're monetized on YouTube, money, that's the easiest money right there. You'll make more money off YouTube than you will actually doing all these whole bunch of online side hustles, because the people doing, these online side hustles are trying to make money online the easiest, quickest, fastest way. It don't work like that. This ain't a casino, baby. Coming from someone who's watched, endless YouTube videos, trying to make money online and actually making money online and going through all this. I'm always trying to learn and educate myself. That is the top 3 things that have pissed me off the most. And the best type of people are the ones that give you stuff for free. The best example I have is probably Sebastian Georgiou and his little partners. They made a free TikTok shop course. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't really the best. But then again, this was about 6-7 months ago, back when TikTok shop was very lesser known, so people didn't really know too much about it. But if you were, new to the e-com space, I think you could have learned a lot. It was bare minimum for someone like me. But I still learned a little bit too, and they had an ads part of it. But they gave it for free, but they made their money off affiliate links. And that helps, them out, and that helps. It's like a win-win situation, because, they're giving you free value, and then if you sign up with their affiliate links, they're making money. Why did I make this video? Well, first of all, it pisses me off, seeing, so many shit videos nowadays that I'm just kind of trying to stay off YouTube, or stay to only a couple different people that I like. And usually the people I like are lesser known people, because once they get bigger, people start falling off. So I definitely advise you to watch smaller creators. I'm not saying that because I'm a smaller creator. I'm just saying that because they have the most to prove and most value to give for free. Whereas, someone like Iman, he could talk gibberish or say some BS and be like, people are like, oh my God, that shit was amazing, bro, you're a freaking genius. But what I'm getting at is TikTok Shop. I had my best week last week, and I'm actually like really investing into it. At first, it kind of scared me off because I got some violation points and sales fell off. But this past month, I've been going hard, and it's super easy too. And it's the video that I make on it next is going to be under 5 minutes. I'm not going to blabber because I'm just going to cut to the chase. I'm literally just going to show you exactly how I created this store and exactly how I uploaded products, and I'm basically going to give you the whole blueprint within 5 minutes. Cut to the chase. You'll be watching my screen. I'll show you exactly what to do. Not hiding anything. Literally, you could copy and paste it, and that's exactly what I did. So, watch out for that.